yes, they have that split push style, but if you want to win convincingly, it's through the trio mid. And that's why I think GEEK Fam went for blue side. They know the chip is up for grabs, and Alter Ego, they might be crazy, they might be loco enough to let it go.
Let's take a look here, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1, drafting phase, presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. Hanzo eliminated. Here now, huge respect over to Rin. The Joy also gets banned out. Are they gonna go for a full jungle ban here on blue side?
Oof. It's kind of early, technically. We haven't seen the Hanzo immediately respected like this, but Rin did show off well on that hero, so that's not really a surprise. But for now, we haven't seen the chip just yet. And I do wonder, again, the chip and the Loyi, or just the chip? The Phobius is banned out by GEEK Fam. Alter Ego now have to make the choice.
Who said there are
Has
no
to be
shortcuts
chip.
in
Yep,
life?
way too
Time
risky.
literally
But by doing that, again, Fanny's always going to be banned by the side of Alter Ego because Rin cannot play it. Joy Hanzo is taken out, so this is an easy Suyo first pick.
Suyo, Granger can also be traded back in by Alter Ego for highs,
Oh
but
my!
Your team is picking.
okay, win cons. Keys to victory in for GEEK.
Yeah.
The Harith gets picked up by Chidera once again. We
Wow.
remember
Oh man.
what he was able to do on it. But Alter Ego very quick to respond. Go for the Hayabusa and the CC. So no Suyo just yet. GEEK still available to pick it up.
I completely forgot about the Harith not being banned just because of how often it's banned out. You don't expect this to be left. Chidera, they gave Chidera a Harith.
Why
Now-
early CC though?
I guess they're thinking the GEEK Fam want to play around the health bars, but yeah, this is a very pre-3-week break CC pick because we are used to seeing the first phase CC like this before the 3-week break.
That's an interesting decision for sure. But GEEK Fam, they go for the Hilda. That's a great pick against the CC. A bit of a skill matchup, but as we saw, I think yesterday as well. It's quite difficult for the CC to match the macro pressure. In the lane, you can kind of still hold your own against the Hilda, but afterwards, when she's zooming through the bushes, it's hard to match up when you're just trying to yo-yo around with the Suyo and the Moskov taken away from GEEK Fam.
And remember, we highlighted the early game so much, right? So the fact that they already have the Hilda, who will and should be able to rotate early, and assuming that the turtle will also spawn in the near to the EXP lane, then that should be neutral objective take for GEEK, especially now that they have the Suyo as well.
Yeah, so far it does look better for GEEK Fam when it comes to setting up for the neutral objectives, but Roam is going to be super important too, and that's why I think we are already seeing these initiators get taken out by Alter Ego. They need to take out a lot of CC. Honestly, looking at this composition, I'm thinking GEEK, Mr. Man Beloy, that's a Choloiski angle. That's a Hayabusa and the CC. Both can be punished by Cho.
Yeah, the Cho can be a great option here, and they have the frontliner already. In theory, the Hilda is gonna serve as the primary scouting tool, and that combo, the Hilda and the Cho, definitely gonna be a bit of a problem if you're trying to deny your opponents the information. With the Hayabusa, Moskov, and CC, not a lot of room left in to insert any kind of burst damage to punish some of those tanky, shield mobility heavy heroes like the Hilda and the Cho. So we'll see if Alter Ego can kind of read into that. GEEK Fam though, they're assuming that it's gonna be a Jushin.
Yeah, Jushin banned out by GEEK. It's
It's
actually the Khalid ban, so GEEK Fam can definitely pick up something like the Cho. We've seen heroes like the Tigreal become an option against heroes like the CC, like the Hayabusa as well. Definitely should be more in favor of the Cho, but for GEEK with the Jushin banned out, what else are they eyeing for? Are they trying to deny the... Ah, right, Loyi still open.
Loyi as well. So from the looks of it, GEEK Fam just want to make sure that they want to clump up together. They don't want to get punished for it, because the Jushin can kind of help with the chase, can kite back as well. And the Loyi, you already know if you're trying to chase a Loyi, walking into the rotation, the dispersion as well, it's a tough time to get past and also withstand the damage. So I think that's what they're trying to go for, some kind of dive composition. Alter Ego trying to go for the opposite, but they snipe the Cho away.
Yeah, good read by Alter Ego here. They need to take the Cho away. Could have been a great pick for GEEK Fam.
What is wrong with Jawhead?
The Jawhead hasn't been, we have not
Not
seen
popular.
too much of the Jawhead recently, and I think he made it work, right? Oh no, Dewa won that game. Yeah, the Jawhead after a 3-week break, I haven't been seeing too much of it, and I think even in Mobile Masters, we didn't get to see too much in the playoffs.
I wonder
I feel
what
like it's
happened.
it might have been overshadowed by the Kyla, by all means. If you want to get a jawhead, you might as well go for the Kyla. Although in theory, they don't really work the same way, right? The jawhead is a lot more aggressive in nature, adds more damage to everyone with the passive. But we'll wait and see. For now, Gatot Kacha is the option for GEEK Fam along with the Farsa. So a lot of dive by all means, but the Farsa is going to be left alone right there against a Hayabusa. Now that's a bit of a concern.
I think the whole composition of GEEK Fam is kind of like, we're going to be averting attention from Harith. We want Chadera to have as much space as possible. So avert the attention of Alter Ego to right, left, everywhere. Selena pick for Alter Ego now. For Alter Ego, they're like, sure, we'll play as 5 individuals.
Oh boy.
What do you think about this last pick, Selena, for Hijime?
I feel like it's a bit risky. The matchup against Farsa allows you to be a bit more aggressive there, but later on, there's not a lot of magic damage on your team already, and you're up against Gatots, right, Hariths. It's not gonna be easy to actually get the right move there onto these very mobile type of heroes. He might be just stuck to like follow-up duty, or just maybe stun someone with the Abyssal Arrow, and it's about the rest of the team finding the damage. He might have to kind of hang back and just put down Abyssal Traps.
We'll see, because it looks like this is a really heavy pickoff kind of composition that Alter Ego are looking for. Will it be able to work in favor of them with such a chaotic playstyle and such an aggressive playstyle? Because we'll just have to see when it comes down to the execution. Ladies and gentlemen, Land of Dawn, here we go for game number 1, our final match of the day to close things out. Alter Ego versus GEEK Fam.
All right. You can see there's some respect coming through for GEEK Fam. The Purifies for sure. Very important there against a team that wants to use these aggressive tools to try and shut you down. Keep your eyes open for the EX Relay matchup, but Maloyski, 1v1.
Oh, the arrow lands to Rin. First blood.
I like how Hijime just stands there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a painful death, dude. Maloyski slowly but surely just gets whacked down by Rin, gets slashed down rather. Now, with the Cho, with the Hayabusa and Selena, the early game definitely is terrifying for GEEK Fam. If they want to maybe look for some kind of mid-game power spike, use the Harith, they have to initially be careful about this mid lane, dude. There's just so many ways that Alter Ego can go for a cheeky little kill.
Oh, I think it's caught there.
Good damage, good taunt. Good disengage.
Should force a recall, and there it is. I was about to say that Selena is really good in the early game as well because she's not reliant on that level 4 power spike like a boy is, but that damage coming from the Farsa is still very there.
Whoa! Purify out. Rin unable to get the shadow kill, the stacks. But they have baited the Purify, big resource.
Alright, that's already a good start coming in from GEEK though. Still able to protect Chadera as he is and will be the main factor and win con for GEEK as the game progresses.
You can see the pressure though, man. Alter Ego are the ones moving around, not too concerned about any kind of hitback. Because they know that the crowd control tools for GEEK Fam, at this point in time, it's just the taunt from the Gatot Kacha. Not nearly enough to kind of punish heavily at all. No damage either, because the Farsa is not level 4 just yet.
Not with the Queller. Over to Nino. Taunt not going to be landing there. Blade Surge. Nino gets away, but now Positive Vengeance and will be bursted down. Still, the Vitalize coming down as Kids will be able to escape for a bit. Rin, Shuriken taking him down. Dreams walking away. And everybody from Alter Ego stays alive.
Big trade for Alter Ego. Really good setup as well. Taking Kids down. They don't have a source of retribution at the moment, but it doesn't look like Alter Ego are actually committing to it anyway, right? Kids should be able to come back into the game, sure. Uh-oh, Bloisy gets hit.
Wow, great Abyssal Arrow, a kick, and Rin gets his third.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Do have a bit of a tech issue, I believe, here.
It's okay. We have some moments to kind of talk about what's been going on so far. So ladies and gentlemen, stay patient with us as we get into it. So the Abyssal Arrows have been landing quite well, and the chemistry between the Cho and the Selena has been working out for them in a good way for Alter Ego.
They're just waiting on each other's like moments, technically. They can follow up on each other's gauge attempt. I think what's really kind of making it difficult for GEEK Fam is the fact that Maloyski, once again, until Gobs on the Hilda can kind of follow around and leave the lane until the laning phase is over. it's only going to be Beloyski trying to scout for information and also engage and get away on his own. If he wants to try and dodge away from the arrow using the dash, taunt, he can be punished in other ways. So he's trying to save it, but because of that, his mobility is cut down and he's getting hit by a lot of these arrows.
Which is why we thought maybe they wanted to go for Cho, right? So the fact that Alter Ego picked up the Cho first.
Yeah, sniped it away.
So smart.
At Zephyr at work, yep, for sure. But again, the mid game, right, is where Geeka should be looking to try and make plays with the Hilda, with Chadera, get some pickoff potential with a boy and the Feather Airstrike as well. But in order to do so, we'll have to see, man. Geeka have to be in damage control mode right now.
Really good draft, honestly, from Alter Ego. They have that setup and kind of forces Beloyski on, again, a pick that he pioneered, he started. This Gata Kacha thing, it was him who played it first, I remember, but he's not the best at it, unfortunately, and the team kind of doesn't do well with the Gata Kacha. They need Beloy on an initiator, and Alter Ego knew that. That's why they took away the Padang, the Khalid, and they picked away the Cho. They also banned out the Kalea chip. There was technically 4 bans on Beloy. Make it 5 if you count the deny of the Cho. They did it well, and again, they forced Beloy to... Oh my god.
What is that?
Oh my god, it's Nana Gaja!
That's Nana.
Andy! He did it again, man.
It's the elephant Nana.
Alright.
He was Retribution, he
was
Flicker.
Flicker.
He was the 3-face mask.
He was one of the faces in the 3 faces of Alter Ego, and now he's Nana. He's the elephant Nana.
Is he technically a cosplayer?
Yeah, he's cosplayed the Akai.
Oh, really?
Very interesting cosplay. You guys can check it out yourselves. I think the good one is pretty bad.
Whew. Well, definitely interesting looks from the audience right here as we're waiting for the troubleshoot to go through, but all smiles in the... I believe this is still in the Samsung Galaxy Zone.
If you guys have a Samsung, you guys can actually sit up front, right in front of the players as they're playing. So that's the best of best views, man.
Well,
Whoa.
do we read this out?
We got some wise words, I guess, from the audience.
I didn't catch it.
He's saying, don't fall too far in love because you're gonna lose to
Whoever the mother likes.
whoever the mom likes.
Feels bad, bro. But it looks like we're going back into the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Ooh.
Here it is, 2 minutes in. Both teams are all ready. Looking for a good position around the turtle. You can see Alter Ego have the better positioning as of right now. I don't think Suyo wants to contest here. Letting it go. That's a free turtle over for Alter Ego.
All right, dictating the pace as we were discussing. The fact that Hijime on the Selena runs the Pizza Hunter as well, they're able to take down those neutral objectives really, really fast. That's something that GFAM have to kind of keep in mind as the game goes on. For now, almost a 2k gold lead for Alter Ego. They themselves would love to extend this, but Rin is doing just farming hardcore for the most part. Makers is keeping up.
I'm alone, man. Dreams! Way the dragon catching Beloyski. AOG.
You've been alone quite a bit today. Sound prediction by GoPay, everyone, for Alter Ego. Except for Mirko. I wonder why he?
I don't know myself, you know. I trust in BBB.
Are you sure there's no ulterior motives behind that hope?
No, absolutely not.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. There's no ulterior motives for Mirko.
You can't see it, ladies and
Definitely.
gentlemen, but he's smiling right now.
That's a lie. That's crazy.
The audience will never know.
Gaslighting at its finest by Mirko.
Do I sound like I'm smiling?
But back into the game, 4
Kinda.
minutes in. You see the Abyssal Arrow getting shot. No landing just yet. Oh, almost gets Make-Its there. But a complete reset for both of these teams as Alter Ego, again,
Wow.
they're not forcing anything as well.
Yeah, I thought we recognized Alter Ego as a team that keeps on wanting to fight.
Yeah.
Man, the 3 weeks have changed them.
They're playing it patient right now. They're really not forcing anything. Even after we highlighted the fact that Dreams and Hijime can just pull out a lot of random engagements right here just due to the synergy. All things considered though, whoa.
Almost a catcher, boy. Gets away just in time.
It's always the mid lane. That gets kind of dashed at like that. Unfortunately for a boy, he is able to get out. Alter Ego though, again, this is where they want to make their move. Before the neutral objective does spawn up, and it is up right now. So GEEK fam, is it time for them to try and make use of the mid-game power spike, kind of? Make-Its is on curve, same level with Rin.
That's good, right? And on Suyo, he should be able to have a better time when it comes down to the Retribution take, but it depends on the rest of the team. That's already huge damage onto a boy.
Yep, Nino as well putting damage down onto Gob's Feather. Airstrike coming down as well with the AOG. Nino gonna be locked down. Rin still able to beat away, but E-Kids with the retreat win, but gets kicked into Nino. A good top from Beloyski, now Chidera. Zaman Force jumping in, looking for the clean up Rin. Able to go all the way back to the quad channel, but now gets chased down by Gobs. He's able to flick it forward. Catches Gobs in his tracks. Beloyski with the taunt, locking Dreams down. That's a shampoo. Jikudo. And a kill for Dreams.
Yeah, another kill over. Was that 4? 3 or 4 kills taken by GEEK earlier on, but that was a lot. The fact that Hijume was able to cover for Rin was exceptional as well, being able to take down 4 members.
I believe it is 4 members.
For the price of a turtle only. Who was that worth it for?
And a retreat win from Rin.
I think it's definitely worth it for Alter Ego, man. They want this momentum. The turtle would have been great for them, but 4 kills, they'll take that any day of the week. Now with 3 kills to Rin. This is looking scary, dude. This guy can start doing solo plays across the map.
There you have it, Way the Dragon Gobs, but even he can't tank up this damage. You've got a problem. And a shot, Abyssal Arrow. Dreams looking for the play again, SOD. Highs might just be coming in. There you go. Spear of Misery, pinning Beloyski down as Rin looks for an angle. He does still have that shadow kill, but he will choose to step away.
He loses the purple buff. Makeid's unable to secure it then and there. There's so much distraction coming through, even an SOD as well coming through. Honest prediction by Gopay shows that 76% of the audience have predicted Alter Ego to win. It's not looking good for GEEK right now, but there's still a moment, a possibility that they can come back, considering that up until this point, Chidera has still not been shut down.
Same time you see for Makeid's though, he's slowly starting to lose a lot of his resources. Hijume? Whoa.
That's a 2-man AOG, but even as a on force, super messy from GEEK fam. What is the call?
It's a resource wasted. Arashi. That's a huge advantage coming through for Alter Ego, and there it goes.
Purify coming in, SOD from Highs! And a kill, Makeid's gets the turtle, but they are all in Alter Ego's domain. Chadera isolated, Nino taking him down. Dreams looking for the plate. Does have the way to dragon, another Abyssal Arrow. Hijume's on point, dives in, gets a kill, Nino. Ties Makeid's up, he's all alone to witness an 11-0 Alter Ego.
And this is the ideal circumstance for Hijume on the Selena as well. The damage is insane. The playmaking is just so good. GEEK fam can't match using Wave Clear. They have to try and contend, rolling it out with damage now because they can't really fight Alter Ego any other way.
This is the snowball that we were afraid of.
Gets away! What shadow! Rin gets the solo kill on Makeid's!
And that's it, right? That's it. Makeid's taken out, shutting him down even further. 0-3-0 when it comes down to his KDA. He's a level below of Rin when it comes down to the neutral objective contest as well. And again, this is the snowballing potential that Alter Ego has when they make things chaotic, when they make things messy. And unfortunately, that's 2,000 lead for Highs, and you can see that damage coming through onto Chidera that he must respect.
As you can see, the backline just isn't safe. Even when GEEK fam get the engage that they want, Rin, Nino, and Highs can very easily get to the backline. Hijume and Dreams too, technically. All they're waiting for is a good Abyssal Arrow or Dreams. Alright, 8k gold advantage, as we mentioned. Highs though, already at the 3-item power spike. The Marksman Trinity is completed. That's where the damage is coming from.
He almost has a 2,000 gold lead over Chidera right now. It's 1,700 earlier on. That's how far ahead he is right now. And unfortunately, Chidera 0-1-0. What item is he on? His second item only? Starlight Sight and the Feather of Heaven. That's all he has.
Yep. And here's a problem. They can't enter the jungle, GEEK fam, because they have no idea. At any moment, there could be a Cho from the front and the Selena from the right. You know, Hayabusa from the left. Danger at every turn for them. They're forced to just walk up and use Gobs as a walking wall.
Free Lord for the Hayabusa.
Wow, dude.
Usually you see the Suyo soloing the Lord, but when you're 10K ahead at 10 minutes, yeah, I think anyone can.
What was Beloyski up to?
Trying to find a potential catch, a potential takeoff, push a bit more.
Alone?
He's still waiting there, by the way. He's waiting to see who's gonna try and control the wave. If Alter Ego tries to go for a 3-wave push, but he's staying there for a bit too long, I feel like.
Can he go 1v1 against Alter Ego?
No. Not quite sure. He's only standing on an Antiquirus right now. Probably not.
Okay.
Lord charging in mid. Queller over to Rin, just poking him down. Still good clear though. They have Farsa and Harrit.
Be able to do that. Beloyski now looks for that moment onto Heis.
Uh-oh, Heis if he caught. Oh my god! Still stays alive. Chidera jumping back and forth with Zaman Force now as Rin jumps into the shadow kill. A pin down over to make hits. He jumps in, but it's a boy! Getting the Purify to escape. 13-0 Geek Fam have still yet to get a kill.
So there it is, right? Inhibit turret in the bottom lane gets taken down. You can see Rin trying to do some damage onto the turret in the top side. Bobs is there to defend it. Put some damage onto Rin. Rin unable to pick up that tower, but Nino is still looking for that potential take. So Beloyski was standing there to look for a kill.
Oh! Finally on the board,
That's
but he
it.
doesn't have mana! Heis gets a kill back. Beloyski pinned to the wall to eat the spears of Heis. Now it's gone. Feather airstrike does nothing! Heis for the triple. Heis looking for the maniac. Now Rin gets the unstoppable and make hits. All they can do is wait under that base. Alter Ego, 11 minutes and 50 seconds.
Not even hitting that 12-minute mark here in game number 1. And that's the chaos that we were expecting from the early portion of the game. They played it patiently. They waited for that power spike to hit. And then they pushed the pedal on the gas. Alter Ego 1-0 Geek.
That's almost like the exact issue with being too defensive. Alter Ego could do whatever they want, move whatever they want. There was never an area where they're concerned for their own safety. In the end, Geek were able to get a kill, but at what cost? It indirectly started the whole sequence that ended the game for Geek Fam.
17-1, is that right?
Yeah.
17 kills for Alter Ego to Geek's 1.
And the kill in the end,
13,000 movie.
Chidera had to force it out. Like,
Exactly.
And he got punished for it, right? So, man, it's a stomp. It was, Alter Ego didn't even give them a chance really here. Again, it was Hijime who got taken down, but Dreams walks up, Heis. Oh man, we were talking about this guy. I think it's time for him to get a real moniker. What could it be though? Highs and lows now. The drivers had no idea. We have to work on that for sure, but he is definitely carving a name out for himself here. Completely shutting down Geek Fam, even with the surprise move from Beloyski that we might see later on in the highlights. Dude, he just reacted perfectly.
That was a stompy stomp. That was a stompy stomp.